Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to what's been a downpouring Wednesday, the 20th of October. But look at this. All of a sudden, it's clearing up. Birds going crazy out there. Guys done plowing the fields. Keep thinking there's aliens landing in the fields out there. The lights on that tractor that's plowing that stuff up is some kind of impressive. Look at them colors, man. That's so pretty. Birds just going amok out here. All right, ore wagon. Let's roll to work. Look at all them colors out that way. Zoom in a little bit. The birds are going amok out there, Mama. Aren't they? Now it sounds like the crows are coming. Look where the rain and the wind blew the leaves down. But it makes for one beautiful fall scene. Nice little country type road. Mama, that's pretty. Buddy, coal train. Yeah. Well, Mama, it's hump day.
It is.
It seems fairly nice here. There's definitely some rainy spots.
I know it.
Man, freeway, just that white ghosting, all the water flying in the air.
Just so nasty, yucky, wet.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
have yourself a wonderful hump day.
You too.
And I'll see you as the day goes on. Hardly seen you at all yesterday. I was pretty busy downstairs.
Busy.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's it. Off to work.
Sounds good.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
08 Spyder GS SE5. Remember I was telling you about the Blipper motor yesterday? I don't know that I can even show you where this is at. I hear it working because it goes clank when I start it or I turn the key on. There's the servo. Don't want to focus on it. That's it right there. But what you look for is this bracket, which it is. No, it's bowed. Come on, camera, you ain't focusing worth a hoot there. But this bracket, it bolts to the throttle body. Is it bent? I think it's bent. No sign you ever had aftermarket bars on it. I can't really tell. No, I think straight as an arrow. You look at the base of the throttle body and make sure the bracket is, see how it actually, you can see it move in there. So you put them high bars on there and you don't knock these throttle cables out of that clip right there. They need to float. If they bind in any way, the cables yank forward and bend that arm, and then the blipper quits working. But you can hear, listen, you'll hear it activate. Oh, it's got to be off for a bit. Oh, bike's got to completely time out. Give her just a second here. But you'll hear that thing. It does a self-test when you boot it up. You still on up there? Come on. Turn off there, Spyder. Are we done yet? Nope, I still see. There we are. Now you'll hear it go clank. Just did a self-test. But they're getting some shift up, both shift up and shift down errors, which is usually these old switches. They change them things. They don't use that style for a long time. Haven't used them for a long time. So anyway, need to play around with the switch. It was having battery issues and all the cables were loose. All the fittings were loose. Someone tried to use that ground post that's over here. Don't ever try to loosen that. If you do, there's a self-locking nut on the backside that you can't get to. You get it loose and you get battery codes like this one was getting, or it just wouldn't start. It'd act like a dead battery. Fully charged, 100% health. The battery is absolutely in perfect shape. But yeah, all the connections were loose here. And worst of all, that ground strap, which is part of a jumper. You can jump these things if you needed to underneath the seat. Anyway, I'm playing with this. Run from these things. They're getting to a point that you can't get parts for them. And I really don't know why we keep taking them in. Like that one yesterday, that's beyond our limit. And you end up getting in what we call the cincha syndrome, since you touched it. Like I had to work on that thing for free when all I did was a coolant flush. I had nothing to do with his brakes and stuff. But end result is I got to work on it for free. Spent about an hour and a half on it yesterday. Isn't that fun? Because somehow or another, when I repaired where he put a new thermostat in there upside down, I fixed that and flushed the wrong coolant he had in there. Somehow or another, that's what I mean. I touched it. So now everything that'll happen to that blue Spyder from now on, he'll come back here screaming that we did something to it. It's old. Things are going to happen. Just like this. Things are going to happen. They're just old. Run. Buy something new. These things came a long way since this thing first came out in 2008. So, yeah, go for a 1330. I don't care how good of a price you get on one of these things. You better have deep pockets, because you're good. You know the old saying, the most expensive horse you'll ever own is a free horse? There's your free horse right there. It's the switch. I can repeatedly make it trigger off. I clear it and it comes right back. I just going up and down, up and down. It'll come back, you'll see a message. It's that switch. Alright. Man, an hour or so ago we had this crazy storm that passed through. It kind of missed us. Kind of came in from the west and shot up north. It was like 40-mile-an-hour winds. Phones were freaking out. It was going, warning, warning, warning. And yeah, just kind of moved on by. But look at this, nice and dry out here. It's absolutely wonderful. Feels like it's about 60 something out here. I don't have my watch or anything on to see what the actual temperature is. But look at all this fall beauty out here. This would be a perfect day to go for a nice little rip, wouldn't it? Especially considering it's supposed to be pouring down rain. That's what I'm currently working on. A crash repair for a 2012 RT. Yeah, a little busted up stuff. It was just pretty much the upper right hand side, the fog light and plastic parts. These are the broke pieces, new pieces going on. Got bumped or it ran into something. I literally do not know the story to it. But James is going to come down and bust out the front tire on that Spyder. Guy says it wonders, so it's probably never been aligned. So I'll take it for a rip and make sure she's aligned correctly and go from there. Look at my chart. I can ride them and tell you in 2 seconds if they're off. And I don't know what he done to his front tire. All we know is that it's flat now. Is that even is that one of the Kendas? I think it's a Kenda. That looks like the Kenda K9. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cool, but there's a problem with that. Looks like they pulled a BRP version of the Kenda. Houston? that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that could definitely make a Spyder act weird. Gummit. All right, I need to go check on this. We only had one canine left, which seems weird. The other odd thing is the one that we returned, the BRP Kenda tire, I only had one of those too. That's kind of weird. I'd end up with one Spyder tire. In this case, that kind of worked out. The reason I don't do tires is in 1992, not 1892, back in old 92, I got rear-ended by a drunk guy riding a pristine, like new 1973 CL 350. I was coming home from work, and the guy, bam, he hit me. I was up on the windshield, drugged the bike until he realized he hit something. Then he hits the brakes, and I slid off. Back in those days, the foot pegs didn't fold. It was just solid metal bar that bolted underneath and came out on each side. Well, when he suddenly slammed on the brakes, the bike slid forward, I slid forward, and slid right off and landed right in the lower part of my neck, right on the end of that foot peg thing. And that lean that you got to do, you ought to see me when I wash my hands. If I get that weird, when you lean forward, holding something heavy, and twisting, because you got to twist to get the alignment dot lined up on these things. Yeah, I can't walk for about 2 weeks. Messes me up bad. So anyway, a fairly new guy gave me a tire. He's got some alignment thing he's thinking he has. It's probably never been aligned. So I'll test ride it after he's done. Hopefully it's not pouring down rain tomorrow. This one's throwing some kind of a, what do you say it was? I forget. It's throwing some kind of code. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Brand new 2021. Forget what he said. Oh, something about the throttle or something. I don't know. Probably find it's a loose battery terminal. Be surprised how often that will throw some crazy faults. All right, it's time to roll out of here. Next thing you know, we'll be in the old war wagon heading home. We lucked out and missed the storm that passed through, I don't know, a couple hours ago or something. That was nuts. My phones were blowing up.
Craziness.
Yeah. The Vancouver area is known to have tornadoes out here. It's kind of crazy.
I know, I had little ones.
So we had some sketchy people wandering around in the store and had everybody alerted. And they kind of wandered around. There's a police officer that stopped in looking at BMWs on his way home, and they scattered.
They scattered.
So the police officer goes, "You're welcome."
Thank you so much.
All right, let's roll out, Mama.
All right.
We gotta go that way, and that's looking not so friendly.
Yucky.
All right.
All right.
I reckon I'll see you towards the homeland.
All right, you be careful.
All right, you do the same. Watch out for the rains and the crazy people on the road.
I will.
All right. Yep, we're about to enter a solid wall of water. And traffic is coming down to a stop out here. That's pretty crazy. Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to the first War Wagon Goodbye vlog.
There we go. Sounds good. It's quiet. It's
Yeah.
warm. It's dry.
You sit here for a second, the dogs don't know. I mean, there's barking and carrying on, going crazy. Then they're not sure what we're doing, so they just go silent. They're going, something's wrong. They're not getting out of the car.
I'm not getting out.
Anyway, it ended up not being as rainy as while we were at work.
Yes.
Is what it was supposed to be. It didn't have nothing to ride. There was nothing to ride. That one GS that needs a shift switch for the SE5, the semi-automatic thing. All it would do was just throw codes while I was riding it. No sense in riding it when I know it's going to do it. I could get it to trigger sitting there in the shop. So anyway, another Spyder intensive day, and tomorrow, as far as I can tell, also Spyder intensive day.
Very good.
And, anyway, it's a good day. It's productive. Everything went smooth.
That's
No
good.
problems. no crazy people. Well, there was a crazy person, but there's a police officer. That was funny.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, then people
Perfect.
scattered out of there. They were on some old, well, I don't want to mention what it was. Maybe they watched the vlog or something.
Hope not.
Yeah. Anyway, nothing on that. We're going to bounce out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Man, back to the car goodbye vlog.
I know, it's sad.
Man, that happened quick.
Yeah.
But it was a nice, long, very nice summer. So
It was.
I have no complaints.
Yeah.
The rain is kind of, in a weird way, kind of welcome. All the fall colors. And once all the beautiful fall leaves and everything fall down, and everything looks like it's demised. So
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute. No, come back.
Come back. We change your mind.
All right. We'll see you guys in the morning.
See you then.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.